Justice begins with attention. Brian Stevenson. Welcome to Grimly.
So gross. I need like some tea or something.
We're gonna stop drinking
Wet
wine,
the
right?
whistle.
Drinking tea.
You know what? We are aging gracefully.
Sure, yeah.
Tea is the next step, I think.
Besides alcohol?
Yeah, like
Okay.
a soft, healthy, peaceful tea life, you know?
Instead of a
Right now
semi-charmed life, it's a peaceful tea life.
Yes, we are living a
Cue me
much
pouring
fast
wine.
and loose life currently, which is because we're
Listen.
so very young
Also,
and the world's burning.
the world.
Is that what you're going to say?
Yeah.
Well, the last time we recorded, we weren't in World War III.
Right, yeah. We weren't actively doing really
Now
fucked
we
up
are.
shit.
Now we are. And
Yeah.
that is weird.
It is weird.
So I'm not saying I'm in a rush to move on to tea life. I'm just saying like
No.
that's
No.
what's next.
Maybe some fermented tea and just do some
I think
ayahuasca
it's
shit.
an excuse for a trip to Japan, so I can drink tea there.
Okay.
This wasn't chamomile,
Okay. You want like a green tea.
green tea.
Okay.
That's what the bad bitches drink.
This is Green Tea Talk with Grimly. Hello, we're back.
Welcome to Grimly.
We are back. We are two unserious people to talk about seriously creepy shit. I am Missy,
And I'm Meg,
and it's been like a month.
and it's been a month since we recorded.
It's been a goddamn minute.
It's been a minute since I've seen you. Also,
I know. We have seen each other
once.
a couple times.
Once.
Really?
I think so.
Interesting.
Maybe twice. But
Maybe twice.
the last time was
We went to the
drag show.
the Jinx and Dela holiday show.
Yeah, but that was before Christmas.
That was before. No, that was after Christmas.
You're right.
We went to the matinee show because evidently we are old and we go to the 3 p.m. show.
No, we just like to day drink. It was Christmas time, or like that liminal space between Christmas and New Year, so we could have done any time and it would have been fine. Actually, it's like the airport. That time of year, is like being at the airport, you can do whatever.
Right. Yeah.
Whenever.
The world is the airport at that point. Yeah, that is true. That is very true. You told me to ask you about a story on the pod.
Yes. Oh,
The hot
the
cop.
hot cop. Yes, it's really not that exciting. I think at the time.
I knew you were going to be like, oh, it's not that big of a deal, but like, I need you to ask me on the pod.
No,
Every time.
I think at the time I was like,
You blue ball me on
I'll
this.
tell this later. But it really, just the long story short is a hot cop did knock on my door.
But like, why did he knock on your door?
Okay, so I had just gotten home that night from like a work trip, and I was leaving the next day for a work trip, so I was packing. So my suitcase on my bed, which is kind of gross, but it's a plastic suitcase.
Does that really?
I think
gross people out?
bed bugs I think are a concern. I think it's like people do not put their suitcases on their beds in places that you get bed bugs, because your suitcase that might have bed bugs next to a bunch of other people's, if you check, I don't check, but you know, anyway, but we don't have them here. We don't have to worry about it. So I put it on my fucking bed.
Heard that in my life.
Really?
Yeah.
But we don't have bed bugs here. That's why.
Okay. That's good to know. Yeah.
Anyway. Well, not yet anyway. Like the warmer.
Now you're going to jinx us in 2026 with bed bugs.
Oh no.
Thanks a lot, dude. Thanks a fucking lot.
Because the warmer it gets here, like climate wise, I think the more likely it is.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a thing.
That's going to be a problem.
Anyway, so I had like my headphones in, and I was in the other, like far away from the door, and I was on the phone, I think too, with Dave, and I heard something that would have drawn my attention, but I was also sipping on rosé. I was packing because I had to like go back to work. It was like first day of work time, and then I was also on the phone. So
You're doing like a million things. Yeah.
yeah, you're just like not paying attention. So I did hear something which sounded like loud outside. But I would have gotten to check if I was alone and not doing those, if I wasn't doing things.
Right.
But I was talking to him, so I forgot to check on it, and then I just went about my business. Now I'm like this is, I don't know, 25 minutes later. I'm in a robe. I'm like sitting on my couch. I'm eating some boiled peanuts. Shout out also to the Southern girlies. So it's like
Shout out to boiled peanuts.
yeah, boiled peanuts. If you don't know, you're missing out.
Totally.
Have I shoved any down your throat before? I haven't. Made you try them?
I would try them.
I would prefer not to share them.
Okay. Okay, I would try them. When I went to Mexico, everyone was talking about those, like they're coated and fried peanuts.
Okay. Are they sweet?
No, they're not sweet.
Oh.
They're like,
I don't know this.
what are they called? They're like capones or not capones?
I don't know. You were in Baja though, and I've never been there, so maybe this is.
Oh,
a Baja
maybe
specialty.
it is. And now everyone's obsessed with those peanuts. So then went to Mexico. I mean,
On the trip.
Yeah, I think they're good, but like
A boiled peanut is a soft, squishy peanut, and
I don't know. I would try it. I would try it.
it is in the shells. It's basically like you get it's a this. You didn't see this coming. I didn't know I was going to do a sidebar on boiled peanuts, but
A peanut sidebar.
yeah. Okay, so they come in a can, and they're whole green peanuts that are in a can and with a brine, a very salty brine, and
That tracks for you.
yes. So you heat them up, strain them, and then you just suck them out of it's sort of like crawfish, but for peanuts. Same kind of vibe.
Okay.
So you're slurping, you're squishing, and you're slurping. Really, just like crawfish, kind of. It's so good.
I'm not gonna lie. You're not selling it for me in any real way.
You have no idea how much of them. Like, I go through phases where I'm like, this
I
is the
need this
only
in
thing
my
I'm
life.
gonna eat for
Forever.
4 weeks.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, it's fine because it's protein.
It's a healthy fat. It's a protein. Yeah, totally.
it's not the
In the
worst.
shell is probably some fiber.
No, you don't eat the shells.
Oh,
You
okay.
open the shells and you eat the peanut out from the inside and kind of
Okay,
slurp
you
the
like
juice.
suck it out of the shell.
Yes.
Stop saying slurp the juice.
That's the only way to describe it.
I can't with the slurping of the juice.
There is a lot of slurping. It's messy. Well, I guess the picture I'm trying to paint is I wasn't in a position to open the door to a
Yeah,
hot
this
man
sounds-
in a uniform.
This sounds like something you. This sounds like doing a thing you do alone.
Yes. Thank you. Okay, so now the story
Like
is
cheese grating your feet
story.
and eating boiled peanuts.
ew, you couldn't do those two things together. It's finger food.
Okay. I don't know. I'm painting a picture of like the activities you do by
the
yourself.
most shameful you
Sneezing
things.
out of chin hair.
Sure.
Yeah.
Flossing.
Flossing.
Those are things you don't want. Yes.
Yeah.
And listen,
You didn't need witnesses to that.
having girl dinner. Yes. A white trashy girl dinner.
Yes, totally.
Anyway, so I had my rosé, my robe, my peanuts. And the way, so I'm just going to get like a little more into the logistics of this. You have like your hot peanuts in a bowl, and then you have napkins because it's wet.
Okay.
And then you have another bowl for the shells.
Okay.
So it's a setup,
Yeah.
which means I got my legs up on the couch. And so I'm like holding on to it's just like, it's such not a, like, please
This
don't.
was not like a hot moment for you.
Yes. And then I'm just minding my business. And then I hear an aggressive-ish knock at my door.
Okay.
And I'm scared because my door is like right on the street. So I'm
Okay.
like, it's dark.
Yeah, you're like, what
There
the
was
fuck?
no words.
Any woman.
Yes, I'm immediately nervous.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, why, like, if we're used to people on our doorstep because we could do Amazon and Instacart and stuff all in
Right.
2020.
But usually you say don't knock.
And they do not knock.
Yeah.
So someone knocking at the door is like, oh, and I thought really, I was like scared for a flash. And then I thought, God, like I hope isn't one of my neighbors that like needs something. Because I just, again, the robe, the
Yeah.
wine, the peanuts, like my fingers are all wet and salty. I'm not like, don't have a conversation right now. Hair's all crazy. And the worst thing possible happened is that I opened the door and it's a hot cop with a flashlight.
Okay.
And he's like, hey, you called about and I look out. Actually, I barely cracked the door open. It was just like, I'm peeking through. Actually, I was like, who is it? Before I opened the door, silence. Which just didn't seem like the right thing to do. I feel like the cops should
No.
announce themselves. Anyway,
Absolutely.
he was like a little petite, but like otherwise
Attractive.
could get it for sure.
Yeah.
Except the cop thing. Although we do, You know what? It depends on the person. How
Yeah.
about that?
Yeah. Totally. Yep. Yep.
So then he starts gesturing at me like, oh, you called us because of that. And I was like, and he's saying something, and I like open the door a little bit more, and I have to step out the door in the
Okay.
robe to look, and there's like a car accident on the corner, and that's what the bang was. And I
Oh.
guess someone called, and he's like, you witnessed this. And I was like, I did not witness this.
You're like, no,
I
sir.
didn't call you. He's like, you didn't call? And I was like, no. He's like, someone from this house called. I was like, yeah, there's other people that live here, so like there's other units.
Mm-hmm.
And then he was like, okay, well, who are they? I was like, I don't know them. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah. You're
And then he was like, well, how do I find them? I was like, I don't know how you find them.
You're like, that's your job, sir.
And I was like, I think there's like an entrance around back, and then like obviously there's a front door right there on the side. And then he left me alone.
Okay, so I took your word.
Yeah, he did.
Like, you did it wrong.
And then I feel bad because the time between when I heard the noise and then when he showed up, it had to be like 40 minutes probably. So it did a while. Yeah, 30 minutes, 35 maybe.
It just sounds like
It didn't seem like anyone was hurt.
Yeah, but like also, it seems like he should have done his job a little more diligently.
Well,
And been like, hey, who called? What's their name? Like,
I don't know. Yeah, totally.
dispatch should be able to give him that information.
Yeah. Well, I helped-ish
Yeah.
get him in the right direction. I should have looked out my window though.
Yeah, the one on your front door.
Yeah, or like when
Oh, the bang happened?
when I heard the bang.
You just mind your own damn business. You're busy.
I know, but if you see something, say something, and I didn't see it.
Yeah, I definitely have called a few times when I've seen like an accident to double check. But I'm also nosy.
I was busy. I wasn't busy.
I'm also very, very nosy.
There's a whole term for it. It's called
Yeah.
rubbernecking, and we all do it. That's why there's traffic sometimes.
Yes, that is very true. I had to deal with that the other day.
Did you?
Yeah, I was like, why the fuck is there traffic right now? And I
then
was
you're
like,
like,
oh, it wasn't on this side of the freeway, it was on the other side of the freeway.
Yeah,
I was like, okay.
yeah. At least we slow down while we're looking the other direction.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
You know?
Yeah. I still just can't get over the fucking peanut thing.
I did not expect that we would talk about that.
That
today.
is crazy. Crazy, I think is the, yeah. The southernness of you sometimes shocks me.
I know.
I'm like, what the fuck is this?
I know. I will get some more, and I'll give you a can. I might send you home with a can. But I wish I didn't, because I know you're not going to like it the way I like it. And then it's going to go to waste.
No, and like next time, just when you open a can, just save you a couple and I'll try them.
Okay, well, I already had my can this morning.
This morning?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. Well, it doesn't have to be today. This isn't the last time we're going to see each other.
I need to buy more of them.
Okay.
And then you know what? I have to go to the Walmart to get them.
Wow.
Or order them, ship them. But Walmart is the only place you can get them.
Really?
But Walmart is that kind of bitch.
Walmart is that kind of bitch, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm. And that's the only reason I go there. And I go in and
Yeah.
I am the only person they've probably ever seen that A, buys them, B, walks out with like the big cans.
They stock the shelves just for you.
There's not a lot on the shelves,
No
but
problem.
sometimes I take them all. Yeah, you didn't know this.
I did not
can't
know
believe you've
this.
It's just, like I said, I go through phases.
I knew about your fucking tin fish shit. I bought you one for Christmas.
You did buy so nice.
And that was enough for me, like, to know about the tin fish. But now I have to deal with boiled
I like canned food, I guess.
fucking, yeah, you'd be great in a fallout shelter.
It would be fine.
You would actually fucking thrive in a fallout shelter. You're like, I don't need a fresh vegetable. Who needs a fucking
I
salad?
know, I'm from the South. I'm like, we like our veggies real soft.
I'd be,
Even like our nuts really soft.
yeah, if it's like in a nice salty brined fucking garbage.
Yes, we do need to worry about blood pressure. We do. It's not funny.
It's not funny, but it's very funny. Little peanuts. Never would have guessed.
Well,
But yeah, I definitely tried to make a list of things we could talk about leading up to the next time we talked on the podcast. And then it was like, oh, this is all real bad.
It's all bad. Well, I do have a thing. Well, I have a good thing to talk about, but I
Okay.
feel like I should just go ahead and preface that this is a flip it and reverse it episode.
Yeah.
So,
Yep. This is a Missy Elliott.
yes, it is. It's going to be your
Yeah.
your alter ego when you just get to sit back.
Yeah, my alter ego is Melanie. That was the joke in college.
Go on. I was like, we didn't go to college.
We did not.
I was like,
No,
okay.
so in college, I had a professor that always called me by the wrong fucking name.
That's so disgraceful.
Also, that kind of continues to happen to me. Like at work, someone called me Michelle the other day. I was like, okay.
You know what? People are dumb.
I know, but so they called me Melanie.
The teacher.
Yeah. The professor.
I'm sorry. It's college.
I'm sorry. Yeah, it doesn't fucking matter. But there was a point where I had to do a presentation, and I called myself Melanie in the presentation as a fucking joke. She did not think it was funny.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, because you called her out.
I did.
What did she do? She didn't laugh?
She left like a note on my evaluation for that presentation.
It's her fault. What did she say?
She said, I have a tendency to be very blunt with my delivery of things, and I should learn to check myself.
She's like, you know how to check yourself, so I'm going to check you for you.
Pretty much. She was like, and so like it became a joke that like anytime someone fucked up during,
We call them.
yeah, it would be like, oh, that was Melanie.
You know what?
I'm not saying you're gonna fuck up. I'm just saying
No,
I've-
that is like, I'm a little traumatized having heard that story. Traumatized for you. That sounds like a horrible experience.
it was just very funny.
You were,
It really didn't like affect me in any way. It was just hilarious.
she
And I
must have
just
not given you a bad grade.
no, I didn't get like necessarily a bad grade, but it was just like, yeah. I was like, okay, clearly you can't shake a joke, fucking poli
Honestly.
sci teacher.
Yeah, you know
Yeah,
what?
yeah.
That
Kind of tracks.
I don't mean to be so on the same level, but when you were talking about your this sounds to me like an awful professor experience.
Mm-hmm.
One awful experience I had in college was my poli sci teacher.
Really?
Yes. So I was like, oh,
They take themselves way too fucking seriously.
well, look where they've gotten us.
Seriously.
Honestly, I blame it on you guys.
I do also.
So
Truly.
although mine was from Iran, so we really can't blame it on him.
Interesting.
But he was still a
perspective.
cunt.
Yeah. They kind of usually are.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, that's
Yeah. But that's okay. But yeah, so we are starting off the same way we did last year.
Is that how we did it last year?
Yeah, you did the Jinx last year. And that
But
was
I
the
don't know
most
when I did the Jinx.
fucking popular episode last year.
Well, it might have been the most famous person we've talked
It's
about.
probably like one of the most famous episodes we've done, but like
Yeah,
it's just
that's
really
probably-
funny.
I know. I'm so
Like
sorry.
fucking
That's so annoying.
fuck my drag.
So annoying.
Just let Meg be the popularity higher. You are the personality higher of the podcast.
It's true.
So it kind of makes sense that
This
you'd
one
also
will not measure up the same way.
Okay.
So don't worry about it. This one will not be the most popular one. I guarantee it.
Is that like bad manifestation? Or like the opposite?
No, I just think another one will be the most popular.
Okay.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know what? So let's I guess with all ado, the floor is yours, my friend.
Okay, because you said that you had been thinking about things to talk about
Mhm.
and everything is a bummer. But I have a thing that I'm going to start with that is not related to my episode,
Mm-hmm.
but it's good news.
Okay.
Okay, so I want to give actually I wanted this to be an episode, but I couldn't find enough information to make it a full episode. So I'm just
right,
going
you
to give the state of Tennessee a major kudos for establishing the first repeat, or they call it persistent domestic violence offenders registry in the country.
That's insane that isn't already a thing.
That's not a thing, but now it is in Tennessee.
Okay.
So I'm going to read a little bit about it.
Okay.
It's called Savannah's Law, and it's named in honor of Savannah Puckett, who was a sheriff's deputy in northern Tennessee, and she was murdered by her boyfriend, who had a history of domestic violence charges from other women and then repeated previously abused Savannah.
Jesus.
So yeah, we can't state how important it is that more states adopt this.
Yeah.
A little bit more though, just like the details of it. So Savannah's Law requires the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation to maintain a database of people who have been convicted or pleaded guilty to at least 2 domestic violence offense.
Okay, so not the first one's a freebie, I guess.
I guess so, but once you have the two,
Then you're on the list.
Maybe it's sort of like things could happen.
Yeah, I guess false accusations.
It really is about repeat offenders,
right? I guess
people that
totally
like lead that murder people. It's really the ones that do it over and over and over again. Like this.
That's
like,
very
civilians.
fair. Yeah.
The database will include their offender's name, date of birth, and a photo, but it does not list their address. And it will save it for up to 20 years after the most recent conviction.
Okay.
Now the problem is that it's not retroactive, so it only counts from January 1st, 2026 onward.
Oh,
so
okay.
If you're out in Tennessee and you look up the registry and your girlfriend or boyfriend or the person that you're dating is not on the registry, doesn't mean they're necessarily safe.
It reminds me of those Facebook groups. So like, are we dating the same person?
Yeah, but the men have co-opted those. You know that, right?
I did not know that.
The men are in those.
Are they?
Now
Of course
they
are.
like just troll. There's like I don't even think they're real anymore. It's like bots probably, and like
I think there are some that are still helpful.
Oh, really?
For some women.
Okay, hopefully. I hope secretly somewhere.
Yeah. I definitely know there are some that probably would be beneficial. I think that like there's girls that talk about like, hey, like I posted this guy in here, and then like someone was like, oh yeah, he was fucking abusive to like my friend or blah blah blah.
Oh, they're not like, but that's not like we're dating the same guy.
No, but like it's posted on those pages, and then people are like, oh, by the way, this person has a history of violence against women.
How would you know?
How would you fucking know?
Well, in Tennessee, you'll know if it's repeated.
Yeah, from here on out. Well, that's good. That is good. Yeah, and I'm kind of surprised like Washington State.
I know Tennessee was a surprise, but they,
but like something very tragic had to happen.
Deputy, so.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, just like not to bring it back to like real life, but there's a lot of ICE agents who have some allegations against them, and they're just like out there willy fucking nilly. It's pretty scary. Sorry, but that is good news. You're right. Yeah, I would like to see more of that. We need
starting off with some kadoos.
Yes. Sorry. Okay.
Then I'm gonna bum us out because today I'm talking about the disappearance of Daniel Robinson. Have you heard this at all?
I don't think so.
Okay. Well, you are about to now, and also Payne Lindsay's doing. I think they're doing a dog.
Who?
Payne Lindsay from Up and Vanished.
Oh,
he's a big deal. You don't listen?
I don't think so.
Oh. Well, no, he's a documentary filmmaker, gone podcaster.
Okay.
Superstar Atlanta podcaster.
Okay.
And basically solves the Tara Grinstead case, which was in Georgia. It's a lot. Really? Anyway, so he has like a whole true crime investigative empire now.
Okay. Good for him.
And he's working with this case. And probably on some kind of, I don't know. I didn't do enough research to figure out when they're releasing, but I know they're talking about it doing it soon.
Okay, love it.
Anyway,
let's do it.
All right, let me get started.
Let's get started.
And I'm going to be readings, unfortunately, because again, I don't know this in and out like I did our dear friend Robert Durst. So I'm not going to be making as much eye contact with you. So
That's okay.
A little bit hard.
I can't imagine I make eye contact with you every time I do an episode.
I don't recall.
So
I don't actually. You know what? It's because I don't. I'm just like staring off into space thinking about what you're saying.
Not just zoning me in.
No.
Okay, I appreciate that.
I'm like focusing the other direction.
Okay. Do you want me to not look at you?
Maybe.
You want me to look at the wall?
It would put... You shouldn't stare deeply into my eyes.
No, I will. I'll look at this wallpaper over here.
Okay.
And listen to you.
Okay, so today we're diving into a case that's been simmering in the Arizona desert for years.
I'm sorry. My episode today is also in Arizona.
Really?
Yeah, sorry. Okay.
Arizona is spooky.
Arizona is spooky.
I'm not from Arizona, but
you lived a good time.
Yeah, most of my or young childhood, and I love it so very much.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'll stop there.
It's a hot Arizona day.
All right.
Anyway, okay. This case unfortunately highlights so many of the frustrating systemic issues with missing persons investigations. I first heard about this case when Daniel's father, David Robinson, was a guest on Real Crime Profile. Do you listen to that? God damn it.
I'm sorry. Okay. We have a different interests.
That's true.
Yeah.
The podcast. Okay, so Real Crime Profile is at the time that they started, it was 2 former FBI agents.
Oh, okay.
And
Interesting.
a Hollywood casting producer. Because
Weird combo.
they all work on Criminal Minds together.
Oh, see, I should know that because I love Criminal Minds.
Yeah, Jim Clementi and Lisa Zambetti were from Criminal Minds. And then Laura Richards is a British FBI agent. She worked for New Scotland Yard.
Okay.
She's a fucking badass too. But anyway, the 3 of them are no longer doing it together, but it's still Jim's podcast.
Oh, okay.
That's some tea. I know.
Okay. Well, tell me the tea after.
I don't know. I'm just saying they're not doing it together. Great podcast though.
Okay.
Anyway, so this was in 2022 when I heard it. And I was honestly so moved by this father's devotion to his missing son that like the case
stuck with you
since then.
It usually does like that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's usually somebody that's like championing it in an unfortunate way.
So I'm just going to take a couple of minutes to talk about Daniel's dad because he's really kind of
the key point.
Okay. So he's a single father from South Carolina. Daniel also is from South Carolina. He owned a trucking company and then he closed it to join the army.
Damn.
I know. That you didn't expect that.
What coming for? What war?
Yeah, the most recent one, not this current one that we're about to be in.
Oh, Daniel closed it.
No,
not his dad.
His dad. Yep, he joined it a little bit later in life. That's what's crazy.
Oh, okay.
He spent 13. He basically grew up in South Carolina. Started working at like 16 to help take care of his single mom. Then he got an academic scholarship to go. See, I'm now going into too much detail about his father, but went into. He got an academic scholarship to Howard. Goes to DC to go to school for I think it was like computer programming, which at the time would have been right for like early 2000s or the 90s.
Yeah,
does not graduate. And I don't exactly know why, but I suspect it was like he went back to to South Carolina to take care of family, but also because he became a father and then became a single father.
Oh shit!
So has just been
some circumstances happened that he couldn't finish college.
So he's a single dad.
Okay,
he has been working 13 years in the trucking industry and was doing well, but then that sort of like 2004, 2005
post 9/11 era, where
like
it's the big patriot stuff.
Yes. So he's like, gas prices are crazy. I don't know, prices are funding a war. That's maybe I don't listen. I'm trying not to dive into geopolitics. But
no, we were like 16 when all this shit happened.
I think it makes sense that the gas prices would have skyrocketed at that time.
Yeah.
So what this badass man does is like, you know what? I'm gonna join the army and defend my country like a true patriot. So he does tours in Afghanistan, and then was in the military when his son Daniel goes missing.
Oh shit. Okay.
But that's not all. The long story short is he's running for Congress.
Oh. Okay.
Yes. He's basically full-time been looking for his son since his son went missing, and we'll get to all that in a bit, but is now running for Congress as a Dem. He is running for the House in the South Carolina 2nd Congressional District.
Okay.
And if you are there, you can vote for David in the primaries in June.
Good. You should.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Who else deserves your vote other than like
a fucking
actual like war
veteran?
Hero? Yes.
Yeah.
Businessman, veteran,
like obviously very hard worker.
Yes. And because he's spent a lot of time looking for his like learning how to like be an activist and arrange groups of people for a cause, and like learned a lot about like why certain issues these sort of systemic issues.
Systemic stuff that's happening.
Anyway, listen, I can't vote for it. It's I'm not saying any one of these things should determine whether someone would make it.
But you should look into this man if you were in that district and maybe give him your vote.
Yeah, he might be a true blue there.
Probably better than the other version, that's true.
Anyway, sorry. Well, good luck to him.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay. So while I'm clearly a fan of David Robinson, we're actually here to talk about his son, Daniel.
Dolly. Yeah.
So Daniel was born and raised in Columbia, South Carolina. So that he's the 4th generation because his father is 3rd generation.
Okay.
He's described as a boy with a beautiful mind who would never back down from a challenge.
Love it.
He was born with only one arm.
Yeah.
His right arm is underdeveloped beyond the forearm.
Okay.
But naturally, Daniel didn't let this define him. His parents described him as a go-gagger.
Isn't it lovely that we have the editing abilities to edit that out?
Just leave that fucking...
No, I won't. It's fine.
Go ahead. I can't.
Just reread it. Just reread it.
So funny. Okay, but naturally, Daniel, I can't. Now I'm laughing. Just leave it. Just leave it. Okay. Anyway, his family described him as a go-getter since he was a little boy. And so naturally, due to the physical limitations, they were like prosthetics in early life.
Yeah.
And Daniel was like, fuck no.
Like, I don't want it.
Don't need it. I'll find my own way. Like, I'm not handicapped.
I'm a left-handed witch.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you're left-handed for a long time, you were a witch.
That's true. But he was a man.
That's true.
So he wouldn't be a witch.
Yeah.
So
my brother. So the only reason why I said that is my
got enough
brother-in-law.
problems.
My brother-in-law were joking about that the other day because he's left-handed, and I was like, oh, he's like, yeah. He's like, I'm a witch. I was like, I guess you are. Sorry, that's why I said that.
I am not. I'm right-handed mostly.
I am right-handed.
I think there was a period of time where I thought it was cool that I might be ambidextrous, but I'm not actually ambidextrous.
Yeah. I am not either. I read Goofy with snowboarding, which is more of a left-hand dominant position.
What's goofy mean?
You like your different foot is forward as opposed to like most people have their
sense.
right foot forward. I have my left foot forward.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so no prosthetics. He was like,
He's like, I don't want
undeterred.
to do it. Yeah. Okay.
So some of his interests growing up were music. He played very chic instruments like the trumpet and the French horn.
Okay. Lovely.
So he played football and did some weightlifting. But ultimately, the true passion was academics. Smart guy, just like his father.
Okay. Well-rounded individual.
I know.
Right?
And like you'll see, I'll show you a picture. He's just like a sweetheart. And it actually gets more adorable after this. And then really sad.
Okay.
Dismiss it.
Oh, God damn it. Okay. Yeah.
After graduating high school, he attended the College of Charleston because that's where they're from, South Carolina, where he discovered, this is the cute part, his passion for geology.
Oh.
I know. That's the only response. So,
He likes to study the rocks.
oh, so cute. Like
Yeah.
a man who's like, anyone who's like, I really like rocks, you're like, that is sweet.
And you're like, good for you.
There's something about it that you're like, I mean, smart. That's science is shit.
Yeah.
But there's something kind of childlike about it.
Yeah. I worked with
Innocent.
somebody a couple years ago who had a geology degree. And anytime you got him like talking about rocks, I'm like, oh shit. Like,
You love this.
it's just also the way that like they look at the world and like look around like this like whatever area you're in, like, oh, this like had some sort of like volcanic thing happening XYZ years ago, or this was like a
They
glacial.
can see history in
Yeah,
front of
they
them.
can like see the history
That's
through the
cool.
fucking rocks
Ugh.
in the area, which is like a very cool way to look at the world.
I know.
Like,
See, wholesome.
It's very wholesome.
sweet. I
Like
know.
geology nerds
Yes,
are
good
very cool.
people.
Yeah.
So that was his freshman year where he's like, I really like geology. So he, since freshman year, falls in love with geology, pursues it unwaveringly.
That's it. That's what he's doing. Okay.
Yes. And the note as he's also involved in the social aspects. So he was in a frat,
Okay.
and I didn't look it up, and I don't really care.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Frat houses is a frat
Not
house.
for me.
Yeah.
Okay, so he graduates with honors and then starts work.
Okay.
And Arizona makes a lot of sense for a person that's a geology nerd.
I mean, that used to be like a fucking ocean.
I think Utah too.
Yeah, Utah,
When you
Arizona.
drive through it, you're like, oh, there was water here.
Yeah, like you can go
At the
like
bottom
look
of the
for
ocean.
like there's like hundreds of places you can go look like for fossils,
That's fucking so cool.
and it's so cool.
Very.
Yeah.
His love for geology and the outdoors led him to Arizona, where he found work as a hydrologist for Matrix New World Engineering.
Okay.
You can ask me what a hydrologist is. Or do you know what a hydrologist is?
I'm trying to
I
figure
was
out if I
wondering.
do know of a hydrologist.
I thought you might know.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's someone who's trying to figure out like water pathways for
You're
irrigation.
pretty damn close. A
Okay.
scientist who studies and analyzes water quality, availability, and the environmental impacts.
Okay.
So, yeah, I think you're right. You said-
Close-ish.
Yeah.
Close
And that's why I'm
adjacent.
going to have you. That's where we're talking about smart city later. Not in depth.
Got it. Okay. Yeah. I already forgot that. I'm not gonna lie.
She was scrolling, everybody.
I know. I was like letting you have your moment with your notes. You needed a moment.
I did.
Yeah.
Because I'm unprepared. This is no.
This is not usually what you do.
And bitch, I'm not getting paid for this. Okay. So I'm just gonna have fun.
It's okay. It's okay. Okay. Keep going.
Okay. So his job involved assessing the viability of water wells which it seems super critical in
Especially in those
Arizona.
desert areas. Yeah,
Yes,
for
exactly.
sure.
So doing important work.
Yeah.
He loved his job and especially loved Arizona from the amazing hikes and all the
Arizona's
outdoors.
fucking beautiful.
It's very cool.
Yeah.
So he would talk about it and rave about it to his family, who was still in South Carolina, like incessantly. Like he just loved it so much. Speaking of the family, he was very close to the family.
Okay.
They remained close daily contact.
Damn.
His dad said that they would have 2-hour phone calls. He was like, I know that like when he calls me, we're going to be on the phone for a long time. And so like if I'm in the middle of something, I'll have to give him a call back.
Oh.
I know, like just really close.
That's very, very sweet.
I know.
Do you know what part of Arizona he moved to?
I think he lives in Mesa, which is
Okay.
sort of the Phoenix area.
Yeah, it's close to Phoenix.
Yes.
So southern Arizona.
Sort of, yeah. I mean, it's not north. I feel like
'Cause north
Phoenix
is-
is central-ish.
Okay. Phoenix is central-ish?
I
Maybe
don't know.
Mesa south. Because like
Mesa's
Flagstaff,
south a little bit.
Flagstaff is north. Sedona's north.
Yes. Phoenix is like 2 hours from Flagstaff south. But I don't know that it's south. Tucson is south.
Okay,
think
Tucson's
Phoenix is
maybe
sort of
city
in the
I'm thinking
middle.
of. Okay.
Yeah. So,
So
but he
Mesa.
worked in Buckeye. That's where he went missing from. In the Sonoran Desert, which might actually have been. Actually, I don't know. Let me look it up really quickly.
Okay.
That's in the Phoenix area.
Okay.
Yeah, Buckeye.
So it's all kind of near Phoenix.
Yeah, but the Sonoran Desert, it's all of that. Let me see. I can show you a map. Yeah, outside of Phoenix. But you can scroll out to see like where Phoenix is in the grand scheme of things.
Okay. Oh, yeah. So Phoenix is probably like 2/3 of the way down from in Arizona.
Does it feel southern to you?
It feels southern adjacent.
Yeah, it's so central-ish, right?
Yeah. Like you could definitely get to Mexico from Phoenix. Pretty
Oh,
easily.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. She's like, your brain is already. I was like, where are you going with that? Okay. I'm going places. Missing fella, maybe Mexico.
I wasn't even thinking about that. I'm just thinking like if I can give you like a proximity, if you were in Phoenix, where could you go for like a person trying to imagine where they are, like in this episode?
Right.
Like Phoenix, you could drive south and you'd probably be in Mexico in like 3 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so really close to the family.
Yeah.
He had plans. His dad was supposed to visit him in July. And his sister lives, so he has one sister lives in Arizona and then a brother and dad that live in South Carolina.
Okay, so 2 other siblings.
Yes.
Okay.
And the sister, they had plans to go hiking like the week after he goes missing.
Oh, okay.
So that's a little about Daniel. And now I'm going to unfortunately tell you about the
What
missing
happened?
parts, the missing parts.
Yeah.
So June 23rd at 9 a.m.-ish approximately, Daniel arrives at a well site in Buckeye, Arizona,
Okay.
specifically north of Cactus Road, which is about 30 miles west of Phoenix.
Okay.
And it's remote because it gets remote real quickly out there.
Yeah,
but
like
this is
it's
not
like
in the middle of
it's like a city and then nothing.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it is also not in the middle of absolutely nowhere. There's a
Right.
well. I mean, there's wells all over the place, but again, 30 miles. I don't know. It's sort of like Vegas in that way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The desert.
It's the desert. Yeah.
Okay, so he's there to meet his coworker for the day, Ken Elliott, whom he had not worked with before.
Okay.
Shortly after 9 a.m., Ken Elliott reports that Daniel appeared to be acting strangely, but they don't know each other.
Okay.
He says Daniel's acting weird.
Do you elaborate on how?
A little, but I don't think there's a lot of information about
Okay.
how. To me, I don't know what that means. He was described as staring off into space and making nonsensical comments. But that's like, I don't know. You don't know him, so how would you?
Is
I
it
just
like
have
a
a really
quirky
hard
and
time.
weird guy?
Maybe I have a really hard time being like, I mean, unless it was like really bizarre. Like,
Yeah.
I will tell you off air, but I met a coworker this week and that chick was bizarre as fuck. And I never met her, but I could explain all the ways.
Yeah.
And this way, I'm like looking off into space, speaking nonsensically, maybe.
It's a little weird.
But maybe you didn't hear him properly. Anyway, I don't know. But Ken
Yeah.
says this is weird.
Like
And I
something.
think there's probably something that happens in retrospect that Ken's like, "Oh, that guy was kind of weird." So,
Okay.
anyway.
Okay.
Daniel asked Ken if he wanted to go home to Phoenix to rest. And also, because they're out there in the sun, I guess.
Yeah.
And also inquired about checking the weather app given the gloomy and rainy forecast. Oh,
Okay.
maybe not so hot. Ken noted Daniel's behavior was out of character. Again, I
You don't really know him.
agreed.
Okay.
So same day, 15-ish minutes after they get there, so it's before 9:30, Daniel abruptly leaves the job site, waving goodbye to Ken. This is from Ken's story.
Okay.
Ken believes that Daniel was heading westbound, deeper into the desert terrain in his 2017 blue-gray Jeep Renegade.
Okay.
Ken expresses concern, suggesting that Daniel might have been extremely tired or possibly under the influence of drugs. So it was like, we just got here. Why is he like, should we go back to Phoenix and rest?
Interesting.
And then he like gets in his car and leaves.
Was he like heat stroke or something?
Listen, gloomy and rainy isn't all that normal. But June, it's all really not that normal for it to be gloomy and rainy in June. But you know what, monsoons.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
sure,
we witnessed a flash flood when we went to fucking Zion.
That's true. They get rain in the summer. So
it's just very abrupt and very
so it
sudden.
couldn't have been that hot.
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
So I don't know. Okay, so after Daniel leaves, Ken contacts his manager, Steve Noel, and reports that he left and it was a little bit weird.
Okay.
At 3 p.m., Ken Elliott is informed that Daniel has not returned back to the work site because he was like, I don't know where this guy went.
Did he sit there and like wait for him?
I think he went about his day doing his job.
Oh, okay.
So Ken is informed probably by his boss that Daniel didn't show up back at the office.
Okay.
Unresponsive to calls and texts from work and family. So concerned, Ken begins to drive around the area following Daniel's tire tracks into the desert, but he's unable to locate Daniel or his vehicle.
So he's not even on the road?
No, it is
pretty remote.
Yeah,
okay.
But it's arid. I'll show you a picture. I don't have like a map,
like
because there's no map.
Yeah, there's
what I will unfortunately tell you about this is that like not a lot of police work on this one.
Unfortunately, that's usually the case, because a lot of like Arizona BLM. Bureau of Land Management, like land and stuff out there is like just off the grid and you can like just drive anywhere.
Yeah, and when they have like,
and so it's weird.
It's not like underbrush like we're used. Like you cannot just drive into the woods here.
No, in Washington State, no, you have to go to the logging road.
Yes.
Yeah.
There you could drive into the desert. There's you could avoid the trees and the rocks,
the brush, and whatever.
And like
you could like probably drive for a very long time without like hitting anything.
If it was flat. Now Arizona's not super flat.
It's not super flat.
Either, so and I will show you a picture because they do find a vehicle eventually.
Okay.
So that's like 3 p.m. the same day.
Okay.
That evening, Daniel's father notices that he hasn't heard from Daniel all day. Now he's in South Carolina. So he's probably like, I don't know, really late his time by like
a couple hours.
10 p.m.
Yeah.
He might be like, wait, like he would have been home from work. I haven't heard. He didn't call me on his way home or whatever, you know, those
right. And they
calls.
Talk very extensively.
They talk a lot.
So it's a red flag for him.
Definitely.
Okay.
Same day, it's a red flag.
Interesting.
So he knows he hasn't heard from him. He confirms with his sister, his mom, and other family members that they also haven't heard from him that day.
You mean his daughter?
Yeah, sorry. He confirms with Daniel's sister.
Yeah.
Yes, he confirms with the daughter and then Daniel's
the
mom.
daughter that lives in Arizona.
Yes.
Okay.
So she agrees to go to his apartment in Tempe. Okay, Tempe is where he lived, which is just outside of Phoenix.
Okay.
To me, those are the same.
It's all fucking Phoenix at this point. Yeah, Phoenix is the capital of fucking Arizona.
Yeah, it's like Scottsdale and Phoenix, and then all those little ones, Chandler, Tempe, Mesa, they're all there.
It's like Flagstaff, Scottsdale, Phoenix.
Flagstaff is north, so.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like those are the 3 big cities of Arizona.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tucson.
Okay.
Tucson is a big one.
Fucking Arizona iced tea. What do you want from me?
Who knew that my expertise would be about the state of Arizona?
Truly. Okay.
Okay, so she goes to his apartment and it's empty, and his vehicle's not there.
Okay, so he's like gone.
But there are lights on in the house. I don't know. The lights are on in the house. The car's not there. He's not there.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. He could have left a light on.
I turn all of my lights off when I leave.
I do not, so. Much to the chagrin of
we're not in the same.
Yeah, you know what? I try to turn some of the lights off. Like, definitely I'm leaving some lights on.
Okay.
I don't want to come back to a dark
home.
Oh, it depends. Summertime, I'm probably not turning the lights on at all.
Yeah. You're the vampire bat.
I know. Okay, so he's not home.
Okay.
So that same night, June 23rd, David calls the cops to report him missing. He gets an unsatisfactory response,
probably,
He asked them to search. They were like, we're not going to do an immediate search. And they basically told him to like wait if he shows up. This guy is a full-grown adult.
Yeah.
He's like 24, so.
It's so fucking frustrating with these stories.
They just don't care that much.
They just like don't seem to give a shit. It's the same thing with the Tompkins story.
Yeah.
Or I understand that like people are allowed to leave and go missing in a certain extent, but I think there needs to be like a gray area where the cops listen to the actual family, where they say like, hey, like this is abnormal. This is not typical. We talk
Which is
every
what
day.
the red flag is. Yes.
Yeah, like you have to recognize the red flags and be like, listen, like this is a thing. And like I think as a fucking police officer and like a person in that profession, you have to clock that, right?
Yeah.
It feels like laziness and incompetence.
It could be racism.
And some fucking systemic racism, let's be real.
So David says that he definitely waffled.
Okay.
Because he was like, I don't like what he's not there. I'm afraid as a black man to call the cops and report him missing.
Yeah.
And I'm not there to know what's going on. What if they find him? What if he is home? And like if I call and they go and check on him, is he gonna die?
Right. Like are they gonna like bust out the door?
Yeah, he was worried. So he does ultimately call.
Okay.
And yes, they're like, and I think like to their defense, I think it's probably like you and I might not realize how many fucking crazy people are out there, and that like just like the type of family drama and just like the amount of lunatics that are out there, that like even high strung people would make a snap judgment. But again, you're right. The point is, like,
you need to like have some.
It seems like there's a reasonable person. This man is a vet, and I've heard him speak. Like, he doesn't sound crazy. He sounds like he's black and he's from the South. So if that's a problem for you and you don't care at that point, but like,
then maybe you should be a fucking cop.
Well, yes, I know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, right. But like, yeah, it's like, what is the pattern for the person?
Yeah,
and if
I think
deviating,
recognizing the pattern is important.
Take it seriously
for anybody. Yeah.
So they tell him to wait. And he doesn't really like that. So he gets in his car and he's like, I'm going out there. So he drives 2,000 miles to Arizona to look for himself.
Okay.
Same day. Like,
I think he left a plane.
I don't know. I
mean, like, it's an irrational decision because he's probably not thinking correctly. Okay. That's fair. I mean, he's doing something.
Yes.
I'm not trying to like,
no. But it just seemed like the easier way.
Be like,
although like maybe he's like, but also I'm gonna take my weapon with me.
Like a flight is probably maybe more expensive
as
opposed to driving.
To fly tomorrow.
Yeah.
And also like maybe I carry guns and I want to take my gun with me when I'm going out in the desert to look for my son.
Yeah, maybe. It's a good point. Yeah.
You can't fly with it.
You can't fly with a gun. No.
Because that's why my father would prefer to drive everywhere. So, I'm not saying. Okay, so the next day, a Tempe police officer is dispatched to Daniel's apartment, but after knocking and receiving no answer, he leaves without entering. I'm not sure if they can do more than that, but somebody did try to do a welfare check.
Okay.
Didn't find him.
Okay.
June 24th. So he goes missing on the 23rd, or he's last seen on the 23rd.
Okay.
David requests that they do an aerial search by helicopter. And his request is initially denied by higher ups of the police department, and their explanation was that he's a grown man and he can go missing if he wants to. But they're like a dog with a bone, so they won't drop it. And then they say eventually a helicopter search is reportedly conducted. And David is not really sure how thorough this was, because they do a search.
A sweep.
Yes. And imagine like it's Arizona. Maybe it hadn't rained, but it is summertime. Maybe it was like cloudy for like a few days and that was not a terribly warm day. But like in the next couple of days, like how far could he have gotten?
Yeah.
And they think he's driven. So maybe he's gone a ways. I don't know.
I mean, if he had a full tank of gas,
he could go a ways.
Like 400 miles?
Well, that's what I'm going to bring up the car, because they do find his car.
Okay.
Again later, but it's a little interesting. It's odd.
Okay.
So they originally do this search and they do not find anything.
Okay.
And this is a weird note that I don't have anything to follow up with this on, but
is no few questions about this.
I have no idea, but it's just because there's no solution.
Okay.
This is like such a, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. It's sort of a cock block almost, kind of these types of episodes.
Okay. Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
Just like, Okay,
It's an unsolved fucking mystery. That's the problem of it. Yeah.
It's hard. There's no thing to wrap up.
Yeah.
But so that morning, the next morning, so he's been missing for basically 24 hours now.
At this point,
the sister says she's the one that notices it, but David, the dad, tells the cops that his Instagram is wiped.
Oh.
Which is, they're just like, I guess it could have, they don't know for sure because she didn't notice explicitly.
Yeah.
But probably because she was like, where's my brother? Let me like see if he posted
Like,
anything.
and
there was nothing there. And like,
weird.
That is weird. And she's like, and we don't know when it happened, but like that's the day they noticed he had no Instagram photos.
Okay. Like nothing's gone. Like,
everything is just no photos.
Are his like followers?
His account had been deleted is what it says.
Okay. So like, yeah, he completely just like,
yes,
X out of that.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's a red flag.
Or someone with the phone.
Mm-hmm. But like, why delete a person's Instagram?
No idea. Okay, so now I'm going to sort of like back up just a little bit.
Okay.
Because the day before his disappearance, which is June 22nd, 2021, his sister gets a text from him that says Davis Ha, which is Davis, and then like a dash, HA, and then the word emergency. And so she calls him and they speak for a few minutes. And he says, oh, it was just testing her response time and it was a false alarm.
What the fuck?
So he sends her a weird text message.
Okay.
And he also mentioned that he had been talking to this girl named Caitlin.
Okay.
And that he had listened to this podcast. And I don't, regrettably, I feel like I heard it in an episode somewhere, but I didn't write it down. He had listened to a podcast that she told him about and it had changed his life, is what he said.
Okay.
And then the same day he spoke to his dad, which was the day before he went missing. And he also asked his dad about love and like, how do you know if you're in love with somebody? And he mentioned that he met a girl through his side gig doing Instacart. So
okay.
He's working and doing side gig because he's like, I'm just out here. No, you know. But he didn't say he was in love. He was just like asking his dad questions about love during these 2-hour conversations.
He's like, maybe I'm in love with this girl.
Maybe he had not. They said he didn't have a girlfriend before. Like this would have been, if he was interested in a girl, this would have been the first that they're really knowing about like him in a relationship.
Like, yeah.
And I feel like for someone who's kind of academic and somebody who also has like a disability, I feel like that sort of makes sense.
Yeah, there's a bit of like a roadblock there.
Could be, yeah. Or that like that might come secondary.
Yeah.
Romantic relationships.
How old is he?
24 when he goes missing.
Okay, 24. So yeah, I mean that could like be like the first time like as an adult, right? As an adult, you're like, hey, like I think I have met somebody that I have that connection with too, and like regardless of everything else, like I'm not a teenager anymore. This isn't high school. I'm like in a real life. I'm as an adult. I met someone that I have a connection with. Maybe this is what it is, but asking your like parent who you're very close with to be like, hey, like, how do you know?
Yeah.
You know, that makes sense. Like,
and
even
like,
if it like it is
seemed like he felt strongly about or
yeah. Even like it isn't his girlfriend at the time, to be like, could this be my girlfriend? Could this be my person? Like, you know, makes sense for sure.
Now we're going to go back a little bit further.
Okay.
So this is like a couple weeks prior to him going missing.
Because like we got the text from the sister.
Yes.
Which is fucking weird.
Very weird.
And
the Instagram.
Yeah. The Instagram's wiped. He talks about this girl. He talks to his dad about maybe potentially being in love with this girl.
Or it seemed like he had questions about love.
Yeah. Like he is questioning that whole aspect of life.
Okay. So June 12th.
Okay.
Which is just like 2 weeks before.
Right.
Daniel meets Caitlin while delivering groceries for Instacart.
And this is a girl he talked about with his sister. Okay.
So what happened was they were partying at their house, her and her friend.
Okay.
And they ordered Instacart because they wanted more drinks. So they ordered like a delivery and Daniel's the one that...
generally, if you get more drinks, you have to get an ID.
Yes.
Scanned.
So they have to open the door to meet him and it's Daniel who is delivering. So they're having a good time and they invite him inside.
Interesting.
Uh-huh. So
a girl would never. I'm sorry.
I know. There were 2 of them though.
No, I'm just saying a female Instacart driver.
Oh, would never go in?
Yeah.
But like, absolutely not.
Absolutely not. I don't care.
2 drunk guys?
I don't care if you're a hot cop or not.
I actually, if I'm being totally honest with you, most of my female Instacart drivers there's a man with them in the car.
Good for them.
Driving them around,
Yeah.
or like sometimes walking up and dropping the groceries, and she's sitting in the car.
Yeah, good. Good.
I do Instacart.
I do too.
Okay, so he goes and hangs out, and
Okay.
I'm sort of confused because I think that I read some stuff that said that he like stayed the night there, but my notes say that he did not, that they exchanged numbers and he left.
Maybe
But
he
I
just stayed like well into them.
Yes, which I think
Morning.
is like the better way to think about that. And
Think about that.
okay, so
that
there's like a
Love is Blind,
go on. Well,
which is your realm, but like I'm
It
gonna
is.
talk about this. There was a couple in Love is Blind where the guy was out till like 6 o'clock in the morning, and he was like, I didn't stay the night, and she's like, staying out till 6 o'clock in the morning is staying in the night somewhere. So
yes,
maybe that's what it is.
yes,
Like
sounds
stayed out
he hung out with the
well
girls for a
into the
little
wee
while.
hours of the morning.
So this is how they meet though, and they have a fine time.
Okay.
A week later, there are these text messages.
So they're texting back
Per
and
the
forth.
line of the text messages.
Yeah, they exchange numbers. They text back and forth.
So June 12th is the day they met. June 16th to 22 are when this series of text messages are happening.
Okay.
And she provided these text messages, and now I don't know if she provided them to the police officers and that's in the case file, or if they were provided to
The
PI.
Okay.
But again, I know it was like they don't have this from Daniel's phone. This is just from what she's provided.
Okay.
It says that Daniel sends increasingly persistent texts to Caitlin, including, I couldn't stop thinking about you. I love you. The world can get better, but I'll have to take this. This is a weird one. The world can get better, but I'll have to take all the time I can, or we can, whatever, to name it. I'll either see you again or never see you again. And repeatedly, she makes comments about being uncomfortable.
Okay. She's
Now-
like, this is too much too quickly.
Yes. So if I'm speculating on what happened, they meet, they have a good time, they exchange phone numbers. And I believe that they probably were talking
Yeah.
for the next like week and a half. I think at some point, again, this canopy comes up because he's like, hey, can I come by your house? And she's like, yeah, but I'm not home today.
Okay.
And it sounds like he comes over anyway to try to find it. And then she's like, you're making me uncomfortable showing up to my house when I'm not home or when I've not seen you. So these text messages that I read were some of those like more of an...
She's like, this is getting weird, bro.
She's like, I don't see us hanging out again.
Yeah. So when you say canopy, does he have like an attachment to his car?
I think so.
Like a tent
Yes,
attachment
because he's doing
to his
workout
car.
in the field. So he's like taking samples and probably like taking notes. And like if it's hot, then you just want to do it in the shade.
Okay.
So it's just like a shady.
So he can sleep in it if he needed to.
Yes, probably.
Okay.
You could probably sleep in the car, but it's not like a tent. It's just like for shade.
Okay. Sorry. I was trying to clarify.
See, these are the details that I would not care to have investigated, and you might have. You might have.
This is the Virgo Aquarius conundrum.
I know, it's so true. It's so true.
Okay.
So she's a little uncomfortable. The
She's
Caitlin thing is
she's
that, like
a little creeped out.
Caitlin is definitely not into it, and it does seem like Daniel is into it.
Yeah.
But
and she's like, I gave you my number because I thought you were fun in this evening. And like now it's getting a little weird. I definitely have been like, I've given my number to people
I don't know me like that. Don't, yeah.
where
it made
I'm
me
like,
uncomfortable that you came to my
oh,
house.
like I'm now.
But he might have
weirded
just been like,
out.
I was just coming to get my stuff back.
Maybe
But I love you.
the other views is a little intense.
I also had like read and heard that like maybe they had hooked up, but I don't know if they did or not.
It's all conjecture.
So I didn't include it. I was just like, I don't know.
Yeah.
You know,
No. I mean, like it's
it's
a rock and a hard place.
Caitlin is just this interesting,
sidebar.
just something to know.
Yeah.
Something that was going on.
It's almost giving Bryce Lapisas that we talked about, where it was like a guy doing some weird fucking shit before he went and disappeared.
Yes. But then I'm like, is there some neurodivergence going on here?
Perhaps.
Definitely. Possible.
Yeah, but like it's odd.
Personally, I don't think that Caitlin has anything to do with the disappearance. I think that's why I was like, I'm moving on. But like, personally.
No, I don't. It doesn't sound like it. It sounds like she was like this weird puzzle piece. It's like he was acting a little bit weird initially towards me, and like now he's missing, And like maybe that's the reason why. Because he's like, oh, like this girl isn't into me in the same way I am into her. And
Potentially.
like spirals.
Potentially. It's possible.
Okay.
That is
Sorry.
certainly
I
possible.
am now making up my own fucking narrative.
Hey, that's what you're here to do. That's what I do every time.
That's true. So all of this was like 2 weeks before he went missing.
Yeah, so the Caitlyn thing was between June 12th and June 22nd, which was the day before he went missing.
Oh,
so
okay. Yeah. So it is relevant. It is a weird sidebar, but it is relevant.
Now I'm going to fast forward almost a month after that he goes missing. And after the helicopter search, which is why this is interesting.
Okay.
This is just before 9 a.m. A local rancher named Jeff McGrath, and I've heard Jeff talk about this. He seems like a cool dude. Discovers Daniel's 2017 blue-gray Jeep Renegade in a ravine off of Sun Valley Parkway and Cactus Road in Buckeye.
Oh, shit.
The vehicle's on its side, airbags deployed, and it shows significant damage. Now, Jeff has said, I have a cattle rancher. I know I called my wife when I found it, and my wife was like, tell me what it looks like. And he's describing it to her, and she's like, that's the Jeep they're looking for, that missing
She's
kid.
a true crime girly.
She's like, wait, tell me what the fucking thing.
She's like, oh,
She's like,
shit.
"Read
We
the
are now
thing."
in the case.
And she's like, this is the one they're looking for. And he's like, this is bizarro because, like, we've been out here. I haven't seen this for a month. My cows, this is so crazy because it's like, this is so specific. He said, I'm sorry, it's so funny.
He's a rancher. He's a little kooky.
Yes, we said.
We love a kooky rancher.
These cows know everything.
Kooky fucking rancher. Thank you for your service, sir. I love it. I love
if
it.
They were out here. He's like, the reason I saw is because the cows were congregating around it. He said, if this was out here a month ago, they would have been here because they're licking the salt off of it.
That's very.
They're
they do
salt
that.
deprived, he
Yeah.
said. They're salt deficient, and that there's salt on that vehicle, and they're licking the salt off of it. And if it had been out here a whole month, they would have been out here. Like, we've been out here. The cows haven't found it for a month.
Yeah.
And the police also didn't see it. And this was
in their helicopter suite.
in their helicopter. And so I'm going to show you a picture of it.
Okay.
So this is where the case gets weirder. It's just like fucking weird. There it is in like a ravine.
Oh yeah, that's insane. Yeah.
Like, it looks like you've been flipped over.
Yeah, like it looks like it fucking rolled down.
And
that
there
ravine.
was clothing there.
Was there blood on it?
No blood. Wow. I know. Okay.
That's weird.
I know. Okay.
Listen,
So
I listened to a cow detective. The cows are like, hey, this wasn't here.
the cows
I'm
were
not
like,
trying to like undermine the
red
story, but like,
flag.
the cows are like, this is a red flag, bro. Listen, I'm gonna show
the
you.
car only gets weirder and weirder.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So same day he calls it in. His wife is like, they're looking for that.
Yeah, wife is a
Calls
true
it in.
crime girly. She's like, no, we are not doing this.
So later that day, the authorities arrive. Then they note the vehicle was still in drive.
Interesting.
They found clothing, a backpack with a laptop, Daniel's cell phone and wallet, and the keys inside or near the Jeep.
Because it might be a push start at that point
I have no idea.
in that year, 2017.
But no bloods or signs of obvious significant injury are apparent.
So the car like crashed.
the car is definitely like down a ravine,
airbags.
sideways
Yeah.
on a ravine.
Airbags
Yes.
deployed.
And I say ravine, but it's like sort of between two hills. Like,
Yeah. It's not like a straight.
yeah,
It's not a
all
cliff.
of the airbags.
But the airbags have been deployed. And
Yes.
like if you think airbags are deployed, no matter what, there's gonna be a little blood involved.
Yes.
If you're in a car accident to that extent.
Yeah, and there's glass.
And there's glass. Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like an airbag is very violent. It is there to protect you, but they are very violent, and they're probably gonna do some damage to you. Like something, and like if you're fucking rolling down a ravine,
Not
and
a huge one, and yet it definitely rolls.
it's on its side.
It's on its side.
It's on its side,
and
It
there's like a
rolled-
little gully underneath it. Like, it's
Yeah, you
between
hit
two.
your head on something, your head bleeds so quickly,
and
There's
so much.
So many, yeah.
Mhm.
It's just
so no
there's
blood is
there's no
is
fucking way.
significant because
no blood significant
they think, oh,
because someone could have easily rolled that car down there
or it's significant because the police think that he just got up and left.
and just rolled this car down the ravine.
He rolled it and then he got out. He was fine. He took his clothes off and then he walked away.
Oh my god, they have a migraine. It's more logical that someone did something to him,
That's what his
took the
family
Jeep,
wants.
and fucking rolled that down the ravine without anyone in it.
I don't disagree.
That makes more sense to me than like he just fucking walked away
I don't disagree
after
at all.
crashing in the car.
I don't. No matter how weird or creepy he was to
I'm
Caitlin.
not a cop. I just play one on TV. Okay.
Okay, so they find it. The cops come. They find the clothes.
The clothes is interesting.
His wallet, his phone, the computer. The thing is in drive. He's not in there. No blood.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna ask you again. And they don't think
No.
this is foul play.
No.
Oh my god.
I don't think they care.
I'm mad for David.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm mad for his family. Okay. Sorry. Keep going.
But they do more searches. So
Okay.
they do more searches in the immediate area and the desert in the surrounding area and by air again and with cadaver dogs. So again, no body. No,
Yeah.
they cannot find him.
This
They do
really
not find him.
is giving Bryce Lapisa.
Yes, it is very similar.
Yeah. Okay.
So July 20th,
Which is about a month later.
the next day. Sorry, it's a month from when he goes missing.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah.
Yes. So the next day is when David finds out that his vehicle has been located. And then he goes back to Arizona.
I'm sorry. The dad doesn't find out for like 24 hours.
They did not tell him until the next day. And
That's-
because it was called in at 8, almost 9 a.m. on the 19th. And then he finds out on the 20th.
What time on the 20th do you know?
I don't know, but he's
Okay.
in.
But that's well over probably 24 hours.
I think they would tell him immediately, but it looks like they did some searches
like
first.
in
It's crazy to be
2021.
It's crazy to be doing a search without letting the family know. But
Send a
maybe they thought
fucking-
they'd find him. And then they could say, hey, we found your son.
No,
I don't know.
I'm not. We're not giving people that grace. You can text, you can make a phone call, you can send an email, you can send a DM, you can fucking send a carrier pigeon. I don't care. Do something. Do better. Do better.
Okay.
This is why I usually tell the stories, because my weaponized rage could
Just keeps you
fucking
on track.
light a city up.
You know, it's true. It's true. Okay. So the next day on the 21st, so now it is 2 days after the Jeep has been found, the black box data is downloaded, indicating that the airbags deployed and the vehicle experienced over 40 ignition cycles after crashing.
Cars have a black box?
I did not know that, but
I did not know that. Fucking either.
An 11-mile discrepancy is noted between the crash data and this information that I'm sharing now. The timeline's complicated because most of this
It's from the
comes
black box.
from the PI.
Okay. And so you said 40 ignitions. So,
40 ignition cycles, someone trying to restart it 40 times.
oh, okay. That's what you meant. Okay.
And an 11-mile discrepancy between the crash data and the odometer reading the dashboard. So the PI is saying that like there was a crash and then the car was 40 times tried to turn on
To restart.
and then it was driven somewhere 11 miles
weird.
between whatever
When
the
the
black box clash like data and where the car is.
Okay.
I don't know how they can find that. Again, there hasn't been a trial on this.
I mean,
It's not
mileage
like-
is mileage.
Listen, the black box be saying those things. That's all I can say.
Weird. Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah.
But it's more, and also I'll talk about it later. I think he also found like some, what he believes is red transfer paint on the car.
Not blood.
Not blood. And by transfer paint, I mean on the outside of the car.
Okay.
So like if you get in an accident and you hit a red car with your white car,
Oh,
you might have
got
red
it.
paint
Okay.
on your car. I don't know.
Interesting. Okay.
Hmm?
So like potentially crashed into a different car and then
was driven.
and then
here.
the car was driven 11 miles
Possibly.
and then rolled in a ravine.
Driven 11 miles into the ravine.
But it was on the side. It had to be rolled at
Or-
some point
Yeah, driven 11 miles
to then be rolled down.
potentially.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, if foul play is what
Is-
yeah. And I think
I think foul play is
I always do. So
most-
I always
It
do.
feels
I
like the
literally
most
always-
obvious.
Yeah.
conclusion here.
So there's now his daddy's on site in Arizona and they're doing like their own search. He's been out there searching himself like off and
Yeah.
on for the entire month and
Damn.
like continues to.
Yeah.
And he had said that like you'll be out there and you feel like you've gone so far and you've done so much and
Yeah.
then like you're like, yes, we covered so much ground. And then he's like, I'll go back to my
And you look at the map
and
you're
you're
like, holy shit.
I got nowhere.
It's like you want to find people who have like drones and shit
Yeah.
and just be like, can you help me?
Well, they are doing things like that.
No, I'm just saying like
The drones.
I'm trying to think of like what I would do in that scenario and like just trying to like
Yeah.
put like a plea out there. Like, do you have a drone? Can you help? Like, are you a hiker? Are you blah, blah, blah? Like,
Yeah.
like
Organizing.
bring like a social media aspect and space to it. It'd be like, help me find.
So that's what his dad has been doing.
Yeah.
And it's not, that's like, imagine that's a full-time
That is a full-time
job.
Yeah, it's a
you
full-time
know?
gig. Yeah. I'm not saying, I'm not
No, I
like
know.
giving any discredit to the dad. I'm just
No,
saying,
I'm
like,
just like, but yeah, it's exactly
in this
that.
era, like
It's
you
exactly
kind of
that.
have to do that because like clearly the police aren't fucking doing their job, for lack of a better word.
Well, yeah, he's got a lot of problems. Actually, it says sounds like he's had a better relationship with the Marana, which is the Phoenix area police department and sheriff's department. So they're more willing. He's trying to get the case moved there because he lived in Tempe, but sort of because he went missing in Buckeye, that it's
Different
there.
jurisdiction.
Yeah, so he's like, I feel like we're working so much better with the Marana.
Like these people actually maybe give a shit.
Maybe.
These guys don't seem to.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. Okay.
Late July, in one of the searches, a human skull is found in a wash. Now, I don't know if wash is a word that makes sense to you, but growing up
From like a flash flood?
yes, it is. It is really like a dry riverbed that floods occasionally.
Yeah.
South of where the Jeep was recovered, but it was not Daniel's. So they have found multiple.
Somebody's.
Yes.
Very Christopher Tompkins. Where like they found
A lot of
bone fragments and they're like, this matches the 3 people that are missing from this area.
Yeah.
Like
So
it does
it's
not match. Like that's insane. Okay,
so
sorry.
hard.
Yeah. You're like, holy shit, this is somebody's.
And then in November 2021, another set of remains were discovered, but not Daniel's
Also not
remains.
Daniel's. Damn.
And so they're still doing searches for them. So like that's sort of like the general timeline. There's a lot of questions. There's a lot of gaps. Why?
This is a very active open case,
Yes,
obviously.
there's
Well,
always
that's
that.
the hard thing with like the more recent stuff is
Yes.
there is not a ton of information and there's like a lot of conjecture,
Yeah.
for lack of a better word. So yeah, I get why you're giving the broader strokes
Yeah.
to everything.
Well, let's talk about
Unfortunately.
theories.
Okay. Yeah. Should we take a break?
Yes. I would love to.
We'll talk about theories.
When we come back after this word.
Not all paths are straight. Some twist deep into the unknown. Hey, I'm Amanda Joy, and every Thursday, a new episode of Down the Crooked Path beckons. Paranormal stories, strange encounters, and folklore that lingers long after dark. So take a deep breath, grab your flashlight, or let the mysteries guide your steps. Down the Crooked Path, available wherever you listen to podcasts.
Okay, so we finished this episode and then
2 hours later.
3 years later, it turns out it did record it.
Yeah.
We haven't done this for a month, so I
This
guess
is a
let's give
bummer.
ourselves some
We're
grace.
gonna have to go back and
Is
finish
Mercury in
this.
retrograde?
You know, I actually don't know.
So we're going back to theories.
I don't think Mercury. So, there's always probably something in retrograde.
Yeah.
But Mercury, no.
No,
It's not Mercury's
not
fault.
this time. Not Mercury's fault this time.
Maybe, I don't know what it is.
We're blaming someone.
There could be a ghost here, and this is a new location for us.
Yeah.
It could be user error.
How dare you?
Because
Look at
we
me. Look at me in the eye and say that.
no, because
Fucking.
I'm pretty sure I saw you restart that.
I thought I did too.
But it could have not been.
Yeah. I don't know. Anyways, we're doing the theory section of this.
The story.
Story.
Yeah, so I did give you the timeline.
Yeah, you gave me the timeline.
The case is just odd. There's a hard.
It's a lot of questions. There's
a
like,
lot of
what the fuck
questions. So we
happened?
just sort of talked about a lot of them.
Yeah, there's like nothing is definitive or decisive or just gives you a like very clear picture of what the fuck happened.
So some of the like issues and cracks in the investigation are that there was a slow response from law enforcement.
Absolutely,
There
I would
was
agree. There is a slow response.
an early
Do
dismissal.
Fucking better.
Yes, an early dismissal of it being foul play and like not a great investigation at that. And like an example of that is the fact that like when they found his car, his father didn't know for 24 hours. It's just like not handled with like
any sort of like
tenderness,
empathy, grace,
urgency,
just like understanding like the people who are involved in this person's life are very, very worried.
I know. I do think it's possible that like when they found the car and they started looking for it, looking around, that like they might have thought, oh, we'll just find him around here, and then thought like we'll call his dad
with good news,
with some news, right?
Yeah, I guess good news would be the obviously like the positive way to put it, but like, oh yeah, we found him. He was dehydrated in the desert.
That could be a reason that it might take a while.
But still, like, just obviously this person's very involved, and you want to keep them updated because they're very involved.
Yeah. So it's a problem.
It's a problem.
One of the other problems is the concern around like, was the scene staged? How did the car get in the ravine?
Yes.
What's going on with
the 11-mile discrepancy?
The
is
11-mile difference from when like there was an incident to the car and where the car was
in the ravine.
The red transfer paint.
Yeah.
On the car.
Where is that? Did they ever test that paint?
We don't know. Okay. I have no idea where the paint came from.
Okay. Because it could be like a barn. It could be a car. It could be so many other
already
fucking
been there.
things. Yeah. Like he could have gotten like in a prior accident.
Yep.
Who the fuck knows?
Exactly.
Someone could have sideswiped him.
There is some potential discrepancy again. Like a lot of this information is coming from multiple different places, but like, did Ken Elliott change his story? I have no example of like him changing stories, but apparently between like this investigator and what the police have said, he has said, and then they're in police reports, have those changed?
Okay. It's a question of whether or not they have changed. It's like
it's not like suggested that they have changed.
Okay.
I don't feel comfortable saying that it is a fact that it has changed.
Okay. It's just like it's a question mark.
Question mark about.
Has anyone looked into his past? Asked who this guy is?
I don't think there's been a lot of focus on Ken Elliott.
Okay, he is just a witness, but like if okay,
and he did apparently
he didn't do anything wrong.
No, he called it in. He did look for him.
Yeah, so. Great.
The family hasn't claimed that the clothing that they found at the site is definitively Daniel's clothing.
Okay,
they did find his wallet, his phone. So I think it is likely that it is clothing there, but that's something that's not been explicitly confirmed.
They haven't confirmed that with Ken.
What he was wearing?
Yeah.
Also no.
Interesting.
Also no.
That just seems like such a fucking easy thing to do.
And ultimately, it's an issue of like not having enough like forensic analysis.
Yeah. I mean, or
do they test the car to figure like to see if anyone else had been driving the car? Are there other fingerprints? Like
they just like didn't ask Ken like what he was wearing that day.
Listen, I just think
it's poor police work.
Could be. Maybe they did, but it wasn't.
I will slander. I will slander. I will fucking talk shit.
I copied 128 pages of the police report, and if that had happened, there would be that in my notes. So
I'm not saying like you didn't do your due diligence. I'm just saying like it's fucked up that like they just like didn't confirm with this person to be like
they might not have.
That's insane to me. That's like a fucking step one question. What was he wearing that day? What was he wearing that day? Does it match with the fucking clothes?
No, they're not comfortable saying that they know what he was wearing that day.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna keep focusing on this
I know,
shit.
This is round 2.
This is round 2. Yeah, I'm so sorry.
She's so fired up.
I am fired up. I've had an espresso martini. I am ready to go.
There's the whole like, how does Caitlin play into this? We're not sure, but
if she does it all,
she may or may not at all.
Yeah,
may not at all. And I feel like the family feels like it's like unrelated.
Yeah,
who knows? But ultimately, like if there was more financial analysis, or sorry,
forensic analysis.
Like, what's that other F word?
Not forensics.
You know what?
Financial.
That's why I couldn't find it immediately. If it was fuck, it would have been there.
Yeah.
It would have just been there waiting.
Right. It's the perfect 4-letter word.
So the theories of the case are that he basically had a mental health crisis and he voluntarily disappeared. He was just
86.
Yes. And this seems to be the one that law enforcement is like leaning on.
It feels lazy. Every time they do this, it feels fucking lazy. I'm sorry.
Agreed. He was potentially influenced by being rejected by Caitlyn. He like left his job. He drove into the desert, landed in a ravine, stripped his clothing off, and then just like walked away, and they never found the body. Or something else. I don't know. I don't know what else he would have done, but someone saw him drive away.
It just
Maybe
feels fucking... It feels fucking lazy. It feels like they're like...
less likely than some other
It like, I don't want to do the paperwork. I'm just going to pretend.
He was happy with his family and had like a life.
Yeah.
And he had the job he wanted to have. Anyway, we can go on about this.
Yeah,
forever.
we can keep going. Yep, we're not going to. We all know they're like, this is stupid, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
There's another one that suggests that like maybe it was an accident. He hit his head and he like wandered off.
Okay.
And one of the problems with that is that there was no visible like blood or anything. And you kind of touched on that earlier that like, or you didn't.
I did.
I know that you did, but was it recorded? And your point for that was if he hit his head and there was like blood, your head.
If airbags are deployed.
Okay, so that was early on, yes.
Yes, that's definitely causing some sort of...
And it's possible, but where there was no blood.
Yeah, no blood is very, very suspicious.
Very odd, yeah.
Very odd, very suspicious. My eyebrows are raised like I didn't have Botox. And I did not.
And obviously the other one is that it could be foul play. And some of the like I don't know, either
I think the red paint is very questionable. None of them really...
The rancher's testimony about it being the car not being there earlier than it,
and like his cows know his cows
his cows said no. This car just got here.
Yeah, like,
this is the coolest thing that's happened in this area all month.
I'm a cow. I'm just fucking hanging out. This is new.
The cows always know what's going on out there in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Anyway, he says no. He says it's bullshit.
It's weird. It's very, very weird.
So but there's another possible theory that it was a work-related incident in the conspiracy world.
Yes.
That like because of his job working on like
wells,
testing water and wells, and like basically like how well suited is a particular area for development, or for maybe you can't develop an XYZ. The Howard Hughes Foundation or organization, but there's a smart city that has been proposed to be built in the area, and it's called the Terra Vallis Smart City.
Okay.
And so there's like a theory online that like he might have seen something or made a judgment call or was going to put something in his report that was going to potentially cost someone billions of dollars.
Because water is a scarcity there.
Yes.
And he's like investigating wells. And I talked about the book Kill the Rich.
Yes, because I was like, we had a whole moment about
there's a book called Kill the Rich where it's basically about like someone having a smart city in the fucking Nevada desert. It's a fictional book. It's like a sci-fi novel. It's a good book.
Sounds interesting. I like that.
I'll let you borrow it if you want to read it. It's not very long. It's like 180 pages.
Oh.
Yeah.
Just a little tiny.
Yeah. And like it starts with the newly elected president assassinates Kim Kardashian. Or not assassinates, executes Kim Kardashian.
Oh my God.
It's like
dystopian.
But like their whole... it's a dystopian. Like the premise is like, I am a president. I am going to kill the rich because they have taken so much from the common man. And they start with Kim Kardashian.
You know what? We do understand that.
Yeah. Like you read the book, you're like, I get where you're coming from. Yeah. So
okay. Read it, everybody.
Yeah, Kill the Rich. I'll post a picture of it on the Instagram.
Do it. I look forward to it.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's if anything else, it's fictionalized. It's an interesting dystopian novel. How about that?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Well, not too far off potential reality.
Yeah, we are in January 2026 and things are weird and bleak.
All right, so it's been nearly 5 years.
It's been 5 years, yeah.
Yeah, since Daniel went missing. And his father has just done everything humanly possible.
I know. His dad is the real champion of this, unfortunately.
And in support of that, I have collected a couple of options. So if anybody feels like they want to like dig in a little bit deeper, figure out where they can help out.
I like it.
The website that his father runs is called pleasehelpfinddaniel.com. It is maintained by his father and his team, and it's got everything there.
And his father's also actively running for the House of Representatives.
Yes.
Which this man is fucking doing the work.
he's decided, yes, that like he can maybe do more.
Yeah. Good for him.
It's really inspiring.
It's very inspiring. I really, truly appreciate this man and this family.
I do too.
Like, I want to really support them. I wish I lived in South Carolina so I could vote for them.
You know what? Probably as good as anybody else. We've basically like the worst of the worst around here. Yeah. Anyway, the case is ongoing. The search continues. In search of looking for Daniel, they have found multiple other missing persons.
Yeah.
So it is all not for nothing, but it's just unfortunate.
Yeah. And we definitely talked about how this case came to light the same time during when Gabby Petito went missing.
In the summer of 2021.
Yes. Which is the exact same time that Gabby Petito. And I'm not saying like that case was insignificant, like, but that case got so much notoriety, so much acknowledgement, so much just like fucking news time compared to Daniel's case.
Daniel was one of the others that had
and like I've only ever seen Daniel's picture, and when people talk about like, hey, like Gabby Petito went missing during the same time these people went missing.
Yeah.
And like there's a picture of Daniel and a couple other people.
Yes.
So I'm glad you brought
remember that was happening because David had said, Daniel's dad had said that like he really appreciates the Petito family because they
definitely were like, hey, like
it's not about
go look for other people at this point.
They've done a lot of good work as well.
They really have, yeah. And like I do like kind of respect that for sure. Unfortunately, it's like a common occurrence. And yeah.
There's a lot of missing people out there.
There's a lot of missing people.
It's a bummer. It's hard.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, Daniel Robinson was more than just a case file. He has a son, a brother, a friend, and a geologist with a passion for understanding the world. His disappearance is a stark reminder that every missing person deserves justice and every family deserves answers. David Robinson's persistent advocacy is both heartbreaking and inspiring, and he's truly doing everything humanly possible to bring his son home.
Good job.
Thank you.
You're right.
Thank you.
You did it.
We are
Here.
done.
That was
Times 1.5.
Daniel Robinson case.
Thank you for listening. I really do truly feel like heartbroken for this man.
I know, like this fucking person who's trying so hard to like, and then trying so hard and then also actively running for the House of Representatives in a fucking country that is dystopian,
feels
to
like
say the
it's on
least.
fire.
Yeah, it feels like it's on fire. And like and having hope in doing that is something I have like immense respect for.
Totally. And I don't know if we had like, did we already talk? Again, I don't have any idea now how many times we have said that like, this is the type of person that makes you proud to be an American.
Yes. We have really talked about that now.
But like, it is.
Yeah. Because this man is a veteran. He is a quote unquote, pull yourself by your bootstraps type of person that like
face tragedy.
Yeah.
And still, I mean, as qualified as anyone else.
Absolutely. He's the person you
represent
want to represent you.
Human. He's representing his son.
Yeah. Full human experience in every facet.
Yeah, they're special.
Yeah, they really
and
are.
I'm sure Daniel was fantastic.
Yeah, I
as well
really would like to see this get resolved because it just seems like a gross incompetence. I'm sorry. I know, like, I am very opinionated in this stuff, but like, try luck a little bit fucking harder to do your job correctly.
Because like, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
So many of us have jobs that don't matter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yours matters.
Yours matters. Like, I am not a fucking surgeon.
Yeah.
Because I know I am lazy. And because I know I am lazy, I am not a surgeon. So like, I do shit because the work I'm doing is like, I'm in corporate America. I'm just fucking moving the mouse around at the end of the day and circle jerking a bunch of people.
Oh,
you do a job that matters. And like, you are affecting people's lives in a very substantial way.
Yeah.
And you need to fucking do better.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm sure it's quite complicated, but I think, and then there's just like so many ways we can do all this better. People like, they need to be trained better. They need to probably be paid better.
Right.
There just needs to be more of them. There needs to be like supportive services.
Yeah. And there needs to be like a very good guideline of like, hey, like if someone goes missing under these circumstances, you need to
procedures. Yeah. We need to be.
Yeah.
I know.
Do better.
Well, we really, and hopefully there's no corruption. Because that
That
doesn't
is
help
fingers
things either.
crossed. Yeah.
You know?
That is the hope for this case.
All right. Well, anyway.
Yeah. We'll
Thank
keep our
you.
eyes out. Yeah. But thanks for listening.
Until next time.
Fucking episode.
are we gonna do it? 100?
No. This is
90?
90.
Episode
90. We've done this for 90 different times.
Nice.
This is your, what?
Third, technically.
Third time. Yeah.
I mean,
What's to say?
I really feel like it's too bad that the recording of the asteroid episode, because that still is the scariest thing I can imagine.
Oh, the Chicxulub crater?
Mm-hmm.
That's that's spooky.
Still one of the scariest
we,
things I can imagine.
we stopped doing the little, like, mini episodes.
I know.
'Cause-
We only did one mini episode.
No, we had two.
Oh, did we?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
We just, like, don't have time for it. Let's be real.
Oh, okay. It was like a surplus episode?
It was a surplus episode.
Gotcha.
That was the idea. And then, like, we're like, what are we doing? We barely have time
Or
to
maybe
do-
we should just like lower the threshold and we should be able to do mini episodes sometimes.
But, like, that means we have to find episodes to be a mini episode.
Well, I could have made an episode about Savannah Puckett.
As a mini?
Probably.
Okay. That's one out of, like, what? Fucking 60?
I guess, again, we could record them and not release them all. But then when do we find the time to do that? All right.
We're gonna fucking talk about this off air.
You need to cut this.
We will figure this out. I'm just saying, we have a hard enough time recording once a week,
This is
or like one
inside
episode.
baseball.
Yeah, this is
Not necessary.
This is the
End it. Say the
inside
thing.
trading.
Say,
Yeah.
say the thing.
So thank you so much for listening. We are fucking back in 2026. We hope you're doing okay in this new year.
You
And
are.
until next time.
Stay grimly curious.
Okay. Goodbye. Bye, bitch.
Oh my God. See?
I had to do your part.
Thank you so much for listening. Music by Alex Kingston and Adam McKinnon.
For podcast photos and updates, follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Grimly Podcast.
Be sure to rate and review, and we will see you next week for another episode. Bye, bitch.